Hey up guys, welcome back to another video. So as you may have seen, it's a rainy one today, but I'm nevertheless heading up to do 5 Wainwrights today, which I've got them here because I won't remember them. So I've got, this walk is called Loweswater Fells, and of the 36 hikes to walk all the Wainwrights, it's number 34. I deliberately chose a bit of an easy one today because of the weather. But yeah, the 5 that I'm looking to tick off today are Melbrake, Hencombe, Gavel Pike, Blake Fell and Burnbank Fell, sorry. They're all sort of around 500 metres, with the highest one being Blake Fell, which is 573 metres. That's actually, you can see Melbrake behind me. That's the north summit of Melbrake. It's not actually an official Wainwright, that one behind me, but there's one behind that summit, there's another one which is the official Melbrake summit. So I'm just skirting around that now and heading up the side, as you can see around there, nearly a mile in. It's always the same when I do these, you layer up and then instantly when you start climbing you sweat it out. So I've took my hood down and yeah, I'm pretty hot now to be honest, but it is coming down. You might notice the audio might not be quite as good as normally because the microphone setup that I normally use isn't waterproof, so I'm having to use the normal GoPro setup. But hopefully it's still good enough to bring you along with me, which I think it will be. I parked up my car just outside the Kirkstyle Inn pub, and then literally started my hike from there. And that's where I'll finish tomorrow. Yeah, I plan on camping around the summit of Burnbank Fell, and then it might be sort of 3 to 4 mile hike down in the morning. It's quite heavy rain tonight, so it'll be interesting to see how the tent fares up, with a little bit of wind and rain. It's not too bad, but enough to at least give it a little test. So you can see now, there's Loweswater, and then just here is where we started, sort of, just beyond that. In fact, we started about here. That's where the Kirkstyle Inn is, just down there, you can see it. What a beautiful landscape this is though. Came to a little rocky section here, it's quite steep down there. We're gonna, like I say, we're just skirting around that north edge of Melbrake and then heading up the side in a bit. I'm happy that I'm not in cloud. I was assuming, because the weather was a bit poo today, that I'd be in cloud with no views, but it looks like I might get some views, fingers crossed. So obviously behind me here we've got Melbrake, and then you can see a couple that we're going to be doing. So that one there is what we're doing. We're doing that one today, which is called Hencombe. And then you've got in the background there the little hat of clouds on. That one is Blake Fell, and then that one there is Burnbank Fell. That's where I'll be camping up there tonight, looking over Loweswater, which should be absolutely beautiful. Bloody hell, so I've gone off course a little bit here, which I'm really bewildered by, because there was no path splitting off to the left, which is what it said I should be to the left. So what I'm doing now is I'm sort of scaling the side of this, going through the likes of that. Just taking my time and taking it safely. It is fine. It's just a bit annoying because, you know, I want to be on the path. I sort of say to myself, like, stay on the path, but there literally isn't one. So I'm just going to get up there. That sheep staring at me back there. I still love this place. But if I'm honest, and you know what, I'm always honest, I'm not one of these guys that like tries to dramatize it or try to show myself off to be this absolute monster climbing these mountains or whatever. You know, I'm honest and I'll tell you the good and the bad. And I think I've made a mistake here. I think I should have just went up what looked like the more difficult bit, because it's a bit of a sort of scree slope, very steep scree slope up the side of Melbrake North Ridge, North Peak or whatever it is, the North Fell. I should have went up that and then dipped down and up to Melbrake, but we'll see. Hopefully it shouldn't be long till I'm on a path up here. But if you're going to do this yourself, just do it that way. Don't do it up the side and like I've done. Okay, now it's just up there. Quite steep. But I've got to a proper path finally. We got there. Not too far from the top now. Ooh, it's a leg pumper this. Just having a little breather. Really steep. That's what we're dealing with. Done the most of the climb now, just a little bit more up here to get to the summit of Melbrake. Let's see. I just did that. Boggy! I knew this one was a boggy one, to be honest with you. It is what it is. I've got my sealskins on, socks, so what else can you do other than just get it in? So I think it's going to get worse. Much worse as well, if I'm honest. But we'll see. Nearly at the summit of Melbrake now. Okay, so that is the summit of Melbrake. I think it's 512 metres. A little bit misty, but it is lovely up here. Unlike the weather. From what was in front of me with Buttermere in the background. As you see, I've put my gloves on and deployed the poles now, just for the descent, and it's getting a bit cold. But I'm just, yeah, on my way down, sort of halfway down now maybe. And then just skirt round this valley and then head up Hencombe. So I'm just down in the valley now. I just want to show you the likes of what I'm walking through, these bogs, so just take a look. I mean, it is what it is. These sealskins are doing a good job, but this is what it is. So it's just a little fence to go through here when you get through that bit of that boggy area there. I think that's Hencombe there, I'm pretty sure that's it. So it looks like we're just going to go around here and then up. Mate, this bit is so boggy. I'm not exaggerating, I just walked through a little bog river. I didn't even put the camera on because it was just so, I just needed to get through it. It's unbelievable. Like, that is the worst bog I've ever seen, and it's one of them you cannot do this with by avoiding the bog. Doing this, you're simply going to get bog foot. End of story. This part between Melbrake and Hencombe is an absolute bog fest, so just be prepared for that if you're going to do this. It's absolutely unavoidable. It's unreal how wet my feet are. Literally might as well just put flippers on for this walk. Oh well, it's all fun and games. Onward through the bogwood. Not gonna lie, this isn't a route, man. Right. There's my path. Right, I found my way to a path. I tell you what, that was some of the worst hiking experience I've ever had. I'm not gonna lie, this one's turning out to be a bit of a stinker. I think it's gonna get better from here. I bloody hope so, but I had the wrong path initially to go up Melbrake, and then my OS Maps has put me through this absolute, like, it's not even remotely close to a path. I'm on one now. You can see that I'm gonna go that way. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't recommend doing this. I wouldn't do it again. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna finish it, but I would not. I think there's a better way to do this. Surely there is. There must be, even if it's longer, just take longer and go on a proper route. That's what I wanted to do. Like, when I planned it, I tried to, obviously I don't know the landscape too well, I've not been in this area before, but I tried to plan it so that I was on a proper path the whole time, because the one that is on the website, which I'll link down below, literally goes like boom, like that, just down and up across the river, the bog. He just literally, this guy just goes, yeah, sound, I'll just go up and down. Whereas I tried to do mine on a path, and I ended up going through this bog. Messed up, really. But I just want to share that with you guys, and so you don't do the same. But yeah, we're going to carry on and head up. So there's the next obstacle. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to get over this. It's running quite fast. Oh, I can jump that bit. That's quite... Oh, okay. So you can see the path we're going to take up now, all the way gradually up to the top. I've done a fair bit of the climb there now. I've done that in one session, which I'm quite proud of. I just set myself a target, like, as far as I could see. I said I'll stop when I hit that, and it's this mound I'm stood on now. I said I'll stop at. So this point here marks where I head up to Hencombe and then come back on myself, jump over that stile and then head up that way to the third one, which is Gavel Fell. Yeah, so I'm just going to head up here, bag this. I might even sit down for 5 minutes, have me butty for a bit more energy, and then look to press on and do the rest of them. Summit's in view now. That's our summit up there. Thinking I've probably still got, well, I've definitely still got another sort of 3.5 to 4 hours of daylight. I'll probably do maybe 2.5 hours, maybe more hiking. See where that takes me. I don't even know, to be honest, but we will see. Hey, it's boggy up here. What a surprise. And there's Hencombe. Wow, what a view. That might be our next one. And then that one, and then that one. I think they're the 3 that I've got to do now. So, I've done 5.5 miles, 3.5 hours done. It's 4 PM. Alright. Gavel Fell next. Then Lake Fell, then Burnbank Fell. Let's see this pussy. Alright, I've got back down to this stile. Got down that quite quick now. Follow this bad boy. Let's go. I just had to jump over this fence. There was a stile, but you can see it there, it's on the floor. It's been destroyed. So now I'm just following this fence line. And then following up there, I'm guessing. All this free space in my shoe is occupied by water. So it's so uncomfortable coming downhill, and I don't know what I could do about it. I've got sealskins on. It is what it is. I'm just gonna have to put up with it and just get through these next 2 hills. It is what it is. Pissing down all day, which was forecast, so it is what it is. So in summary, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm walking on a path or a river or a stream, so to say, at this point. It's outrageous, bro. Oh my god. Look at this. I mean, honestly, what is the difference? Lol. See that then? I hope you've seen that. Shit. Oh god, that's actually... Okay. Let's get out of here. Okay, there is a difference in summary. In summary, there's a difference. I nearly lost my leg. Right, how the hell am I getting across this? Mate, I just shimmied across the fence to get across that one. That was like... my knee disappeared. I think I can't wait to see that footage back. I think I might have dunked my camera. I went that deep. That was so funny. Could be a river or a path. Let's cross it here. Let's jump back over this fence. I'd like to keep me bollocks, please. Like, I promise you, just don't do this hike. Find another way to do these Wainwrights, or do it at the height of like a really hot summer's day, so that there's minimal bog, or after a massive drought or something, honestly, because yeah, this is a river basically. I'm so glad I had my camera out when that happened. That was so funny. That's the worst one by a mile. I've had a few like that, but that was crazy. But yeah, let's just get up this hill and plod on. Alright, we're up that hill now. Now it's time to climb this fell. Gavel fell. Let's go. You can see the path we're taking there. Come a long way now, come down there. Ooh, another about 70 metres incline to go at the top of this gavel fell. Phew! Gavel fell, sorry. Is it Gavel fell? Yeah. Let's get out of here. So it's I don't know if you can hear me, but it's 2 more miles until we get to where we're camping-ish. And we're travelling at about 2 miles an hour, so it's another hour. It's about 20 past 5 now. I think we'll be set up, hopefully setting up by about 6:30, which is good timing. I'm happy with that. So, let's crack on. Lake Fell, which is the tallest one today. Can't remember the exact height, it's like 570 something, I think. I might be lying there, but I'll put it on the screen to make these. I don't think it's going to get much better. So there's 2 miles left now to the car. I'm not gonna lie, I've got it in my head now that I'm gonna just finish this one day. I've got probably around 45 minutes of light left. I think I can get down in time. I'm picking up the pace a little bit. Yeah, what I'm worried about is I don't think I'm going to find anywhere to be able to camp. I mean, I don't want to gamble it. I don't want to risk trying to put the tent up in these conditions. I mean, the ground is completely bogged out. I haven't found one single area that I'd be happy to pitch yet. Well, no, that is a lie. There's one just up there, but it was literally right in the sort of path of the wind, and there was no way. So I thought, I'm going to come lower, see if there's anything, but I don't think I'm going to find anything. So I think I'm just going to go back to my car. I can put my thermarest in the back of my car, put the seats down and go flat, and have my sleeping bag in the car, unless there's somewhere on the ground level that I can put my tent up. But one thing that is, I'm not going to lie, is tempting me is there's a pub right next to my car. A couple of pints after a long hard day. I've got one last descent to do off here, and then there's a bit of a flat bit to the car basically. I've got a head torch and I've got 2 torches, so if I really need light I can use light to get myself back. I'll just see how that goes, but yeah, I think that's the plan. I'm surprised that there's nowhere to camp. It's a good job I left myself enough time to finish it, so I was going to leave later. I nearly watched the footy and then come, but I'm glad I didn't now. It's starting to get dark now. I'm going down that way there. Alright, it's just a bit darker in the forest, so I've had to reach for the head torch. But that's why we bring it. So, all's good. Oh, I can't wait to get these shoes off. It looks like we're just following this path the whole way down to near the lakeside. Alright, I'll bring you back when I'm near the lake. Oh, that's a bit better with some light. Seen in that coming through that forest, then I've seen a sign, light from the National Trust that just said there's a lot of trees around here with disease and they're working to remove them, which is quite sad, but I suppose it's necessary. I don't want to kill the whole forest. How long's left? Just over 1 mile, about a mile. Okay. Been a tough day. Definitely a tough day. Honestly, only because of the fogs. The fogs were the worst in my time walking I've ever seen. By a long shot. So bad. I could probably have took better routes, but I think ultimately I shouldn't have come in these conditions to a place like this. I think maybe in hindsight I should have done less boggy areas, more craggy areas, and done one of them routes, one of them circuits. But you live and learn, and you know, I live another day, so ultimately all's well. But it was some crazy bits, you know. I can't wait to see that. I mean, you've obviously seen it now, but down to the knee, down to the knee. That must have been crazy. There isn't a part of me that's dry, by the way. Not a part of me. To be fair, that's the first campable spot I've found. Not far from the car. It's not worth it, I don't think. I don't know, I'm umming and ahhing, but I sort of got my mind set on a pint now. It's game over. And it's gonna be, I'm gonna look a right muppet in the pub though. I'm gonna be wearing me Crocs, because I have no dry shoes other than Crocs in my car. I'm gonna be wearing me down pants. I can either wear me Sentry or me synthetic down jacket. Oh, I've got an absolute muppet. But, oh well, hopefully they don't mind. And hopefully it's open and stuff. That's the first one we did today, I think. That's Melbrake. In the distance behind the trees there. I think it is. Good circuit that, just... I'm lying actually, I'm totally lying. It's a shite circuit. Don't do it. I suppose I'm just saying it's a good circuit because I'm glad I've done it. I'm glad I can say I've done it now, and I'm glad that there are 5 new Wainwrights off the list for me. And one of the 36 hikes completed. That's 3 out of 36 done now. Still got a long way to go, but I'm absolutely here for it. So I'm just getting close to the car now. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a pint, I think. But yeah, thank God the rain stopped. I need to get dry and warm and sort all my stuff out. But essentially I did that walk with a lot of unnecessary weight on my back. But you live and learn, and it's one of them things. I was prepared for any eventuality. If something terrible happened with the weather, or I needed to turn around, or I needed to set up my tent because something happened, or I got lost or whatever, I was always prepared. So I'm happy in that. I'm content with what happened. But yeah, interesting hike, I guess. And we're back. No damage. Okay. Right, I'm back in the car. Oh god. Mad. So what a mad day. But I've unpacked my bag. I've got everything out that I need to. I'm gonna go to the pub, have a pint, and then make a decision if I sleep or not, because I might just drive home. See how I feel after a pint. You're allowed a pint, aren't you? So, actually, I'm gonna get changed and then I'll bring you back. I'm in the Kirkstyle car park now. I'm going for a pint and then see what's going on. If there's a telly in there might be some footy on. See what's going on. I do think I might even have a shandy, you know, just for summer, and then I'll probably have a pint. I'll have a little lightweight pint and then drive home, I think. That's the plan. I need to ring the missus. I'm getting no signal. Right, see you soon, boys. there you go. Just heading to the car now. That's a lovely little pint. I don't know if you can still see me on it, you probably can't, but yeah, that was lovely in there, really nice little homely pub. That's me done now, and I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna drive home actually. There's no point in me staying in the car when it's only 8 o'clock now, so I'll be home by sort of not even 10:30. Saves me trying to get warm in the back of my car. But listen, I appreciate you watching this video, and I appreciate any subscribers and likes on the video, would be really appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this sort of stuff. I'm trying to do the videos every 2 weeks is the goal, but like I wasn't able to do it 2 weeks ago because I had commitments with work and home and stuff, but I am trying to do it every 2 weeks. That's the plan. If not, it'll be every 4 weeks. We'll see how we go. Alright, thanks a lot guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.